Hello guy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we will look into the game, World Flipper.it is worth to play, and so on. Let's get started. I haven't played the game when it is released fully open. So this video will be based only to the global release. World Flipper is a pixel pinball gacha game. Interface of the game is smooth and pleasing. Gacha characters are divergent and unique. And the game is generous for rerolling. Cygames has been developing mobile games for years. So they know about their consumers. This game is a PvE game. The main content right now is main story. And co-op is only available for boss fights. We haven't seen any events yet, but current content of the game is fighting stages and farming for materials. The main selling point of the game right now is the main story. Because it is a pinball game, and the gameplay is limited. In short, it is a waifu or husbando collecting game. Currently, the gameplay is simple. If you build a few 5-star characters, nothing can go wrong. There is a few things about the game that are released in Japan and China before coming to global. Most of them usually follow the timeline of the other servers. So most of the future contents and banners are already determined. The good thing about that is we can prepare for future events, but the bad thing is community can be competitive. This game do not provide a variety of game modes. It can be boring after playing for a long time. Games like that can't survive for a long time in global release. People will leave after honeymoon period is over. The player base is different between JP or CN server and the global servers. For example, Sinoelise used to live a lot of content creators, and I used to watch their videos a lot. But most of them leave the game because of lack of content to create. And the player base is also leaving because of the repetitive gameplay, and the major content of the game is PL, which need players to actively participate. And the players themselves are not used to the sport-style gacha games, which requires a lot of farming and collecting wafers. Therefore, most of the gacha games do not receive astonishing success. As you can see in the video, I am leaving with Auto, with a random 5 stars in the team. It is taking a bit longer but doable. This is what I mean by hard to mess up. The game so not hold back in giving gifts. We got a lot of pulls as pre-registration gift and other gifts. Gacha rates are also not bad. The prices are around 5 used for 10 pulls. The prices may vary based on your country currency. But the problem is having a ton of characters. The game is just released, but there is around 100 characters already in the game. So raising them and actually using them is also a problem. It is also easier to get duplicates. It's been only a few days but I already got 5 or 6 duplicates of my 5 stars. The gacha animations are also fun to watch. It is exciting to see a change in colors while they are coming down. Overall, the gacha system is not the best one, but not a disappointing going. The only problem is lack of steady income. After doing all the story quests in the EX levels, the resource will run dry. It will be much more difficult to grind when they release more characters in later parts of the game. Therefore, save your resources. As I mentioned earlier, the upcoming banners already know if they are going to follow other servers. You can always Google about which one is coming and which one is worth to spend your materials on. In this part, I will discuss the pros and cons of this game. Let's start with pros first. The game is generous. Currently we got a few 10x rolls. It have the variety of characters and different backstories. Because of the story and setting of the game, the game allowed different characters, from furries to the mecha and gothic. And each character has 2 or 3 different stories. The gameplay is fresh. Most of the gacha games in the market is trunk-based RPG. Being a pinball gacha game is different from the rest and refreshing. Currently, the gameplay is easy. It will make it easier to pass through. Waifu and husbando are really cool. Voice lines are unique and have at least 2 different photos for each character. Because it is a PvE game, we don't need to spend a lot of time in the game. You can leave the game with auto and do other things. I usually cook my breakfast while leaving it with auto. Now, let's look at cons. It is a pixel game. The graphics is pixelated, which means we can't see the details of the characters during the battle. The majority of the stories are just texts. If you are lazy to read them, you will probably skip most of them. If they don't add content in the game frequently enough, the resources will run dry in the matter of time. Current stage of the game do not provide necessary daily income of GK currency. The gameplay is repetitive, farming certain stages over and over again. It will get boring after a few months. There is limited content for co-op. We need more social features. If you don't care about the graphics of the game is a fun experience. If you like collecting and building different characters, this game is a good option. You won't run out of the characters to collect anytime soon. The game itself do not take you a lot of time to invest. So it is a fun little side game for you to play as a change. Will I continue playing? I think I will continue playing this game. At least until the new banner arrives to do gacha. And it is not fair to judge a game before getting an event, so I will wait and see how events looks like. And it only takes a few minutes since every few hours anyway. That's it. I think the game is fun to play, but don't have high hopes on the game. Gameplay is unique, gacha rates are nice, F2P friendly. If you want to play the game, you should start now, to get all the gifts. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. And see you in the next video. Because I only have single-digit subscribers, every subscriber is appreciated and treasured. If you have any games that you want me to try, please make a comment. I will try it.